Hi everyone, welcome back to channel and depending upon your time zone, I want to say you good morning, good afternoon, good night. I want to touch base on a topic that we gone through every single day, every single minute. Many of you will say that I am not into this thing, but deep inside your heart, you also believe that somewhere, sometime, or many time you will experience vulnerability. You heard it right. My topic of today is vulnerability. And if I ask you to describe what vulnerability is, many times you will say that it's a fear of something or how you can prevent your exposure or the weaknesses that exist create a sense of feeling that something wrong is going to happen if you will not be very careful. In some of the word these definition are true, or I think they represent the how vulnerability is impacting our life, our self, or the things that are surrounded us. Many people say that vulnerability is a weakness, or if you are vulnerable and somebody is aware of that, you are having a weakness and you are having a strength. But when weakness become vulnerability, which creates one of the failure point in your life. I have been through these many situations where I feel vulnerable. When I gave my first interview, I was way more vulnerable, so where I was thinking about that how could I have easily been given it otherwise, but that moment I was being way more vulnerable that might be the person get to know about my uh, skills which are not up to the mark, or the challenges that I experienced when I was uh, going out of my city. I was way more vulnerable. The majority, many different kind of negative feelings comes into the picture or comes in my mind that how the things are going to be happen. And similarly that every time you are vulnerable wherever you go, it depends upon uh, if you are self-realized and if you know that what strength and weaknesses you have. Based on that you feel vulnerable. uh, People who go on meeting and if they are unprepared, they also feel they also feel vulnerable. And the people who are not able to not able to uh, make themselves up to the mark, they again feel vulnerable. Now the question here is that is vulnerability is that too level of problematic that we are not able to address it properly. My answer would be no. The vulnerability is something that exists in everywhere. You cannot hide it. Even the soldier who are going on war, they feel vulnerable. Even the teacher teaching the student, they are also feeling vulnerable. So it's available everywhere. It's totally depend upon how we can raise the expectation of our behavior so that the vulnerability will not going to affect our mood, style, or the energy. We live in a world which is full of unexpected situation that can arise at any time. But if we try to think properly, strategize in a way that and wear our armor, then only we'll become vulnerable. It can be done by various ways. Let's say that you are vulnerable at some point, then you will identify what are the risks, what are the associated issue could come potentially in future, and you must have a strategy around it how to mitigate it up. Once you have all the plan ready with you, then you need to have a great execution and keep on monitoring that what things are going on and how you're going to put your efforts. And finally you need to create a measurable outcome that will going to improve or build your confidence and eventually your vulnerability will get reduced. You can mitigate it, you cannot make it zero. You can, but that should be an ideal condition. Let's say you wanted to become a great English speaker, or you wanted to be a public speaking guy where you can talk to anyone and try don't without getting hesitant. Now what you have to do is you have to do a lot of practice, and finally you wanted to have a situation that is going to be there, and wanted to create a simulation which is going to not only going to impact you but going to improve your uh, life with the help of the things that you are putting on yours. Life is too predictable, too vulnerable, and it has lots of ups and downs. But you, being a master of your ship or captain of your ship, you must be ensure that where your ship is lacking good features or the weaknesses. If you are sailing a ship and you don't know there are holes which are making the entire population vulnerable, then there is a big problem. So the one thing that I keep on saying, that the self realization is the one which is going to help you on a longer run. If you have identified every weaknesses, you will become less vulnerable. If you are not able to identify the weaknesses, you will become high vulnerable. And then the mitigation plan that you are working on, the risk that you are not able to identify earlier, then how are you going to mitigate them or attack them when this risk comes it comes to you. And this is one of the top problem that people see, and they say that most of the time if you ask them question, what will, if this will happen, then what will you do, then they say that what they are going to do is they just think about the particular problem at that time. They don't make a risk management framework where they wanted to see that what the things are happening and how the things are working on. Well, the life is too much predictable, too much difficult, and what I wanted to have with you is to create a situation where you wanted to have a better understanding about things, people, processes, and the environment which is controlling everything. It is good to know that we are discussing this topic. Many times we try to just leave the topics like vulnerability by just saying that this is something natural, and once we'll get the confidence, the vulnerability will automatically go. uh, to some extent this line is correct, but I would not say this is 100% correct, because not every time even confident people see vulnerable. Even I have seen the people who have a great communication skills, they feel vulnerable while they speak, and the people who has a less, or I would say the average communication skills, they feel confident but they have vulnerability that they are not able to speak it up whatever is required. And everyone is vulnerable, it depends upon whom you are asking and what time you are asking, and that is another problem that is going to create a big blunder over here. And that is what I have felt and what I have observed. The life is too much difficult and too much predictable, and I wanted to make sure that how the people are working, how the things are there, and what all things are required, and and that's how the things goes, and that's how the things works. And finally we wanted to make sure and ensure that the life should be there, and life should be fine, less vulnerable, more predictable, reduce the risk, improve your chances, and finally grow to the utmost level that is available in this in world. Figure out that what is working for you, repeat those things, see the nuances, work on that, get healthier life, and do whatever best you can do for yourself. That's all I wanted to say, and that's how I'm going to close my podcast. That is only one video that I'm going to complete today. Well, I've almost done it, and thank you.